Hello everybody, this is Cabis Games, and welcome back to Crossout 101 and Getting Started, Episode 3. Today we'll be covering some parts that you really want to get as soon as possible from both rare as common rarity, and I'm just going to go over it really quickly. So first off, the first thing when you want to get is when you start out, when you get the machine gun mission, you want to get that fuel barrel at the center position here, and the machine gun. You want to get a stack of 4 of those machine guns and 1 of those fuel barrels. On the kind of cabin mission, you want to get 1 of those cabins, mainly. That's really important. From get a shotgun, you want to get 3 of those shotguns and 1 of the radars. Well, 2 is actually enough, really. And here you just want, from the get a cannon, you want to get at least 1 of those cannons. If you can, get a second one, and that's really it. And from get the wheels, you want to get at least 4 of the steering wheels and 2 of the non-steering wheels. And if you can, also get the cabin. So those are the parts you kind of need. I'll just cover it in the guide section right here. If you click this button right away, you can see your portraits. So you can, if you want to change out that little icon right here, you can do it right here. And you can also see some little bit of stickers. Those don't really do anything. They just give you some points. But those points aren't really used for anything. So you can see some like patches, for example, like how many you got the first kill or the highest score in a victory or whatever. But in the guide, you can see all the parts that are in the game. So Duster is a really must-have. It's probably the best cabin for you until you get a rare cabin. And for weapons, you want to get again like 2 of these, 4 of these, and 3 of these, just to get like yourself a potential loadout for any of these guns. Is already good enough. And for hardware, you're gonna get like at least 1 fuel barrel, 1 radar, 1 radio, 1 car jack. You can get some AVI boosters, but that's not really necessary. Radiators aren't necessary either. But medium and medium steering wheels are really a must-have if you compare these to like 110 points on durability and 415 tonnage compared to like the 65 health of small steering wheels, and especially like the health of these starter wheels of only 50. You really want to have the bigger wheels. Those are really tough. So I would say the first thing you probably want to get is that hazard generator I mentioned in the last episode. Giving you an ability to have 10 energy in a raid mission is really a big thing. And after that, I'll probably just like take a look at what weapons you like so far between the shotgun, machine gun, and cannon. So whether you like long range, medium range, and short range, and start taking a look at some of the rare weapons. So you probably want to get 1 or 2 of the rare weapons. Like you want to get up to like 10 energy of that. So just in short, Rapier is for medium to long range combat, similar to a machine gun. Wasp is relative short range, so if you end up with cannons a lot at short range, you probably want to get the Wasp. Goblin is a bit of an odd weapon, but it's basically like a shotgun base. Well, it's just shotgun really. Judge is an upgrade from the Avenger, pretty much. Although I currently do not advise getting it because it's rather weak. Junkbow is another alternative if you end up with cannons at short range a lot. Little Boy is a mid-range cannon with a turret, so it can rotate all around. Factor is just an upgrade from the short. Defender is also just like an upgrade, but it has limited firing angles in return for more health. Sledgehammer is an upgrade from the shotgun. Spitfire is similar to the Defender, but for the shotgun. And Synthesis is also like a medium range, bit of a shot if you like machine guns a lot. Those are like pretty much the things you probably want to get. So depending on long range or short range with cannons, again, like just to recap, for long range cannons, I'll probably advise a Little Boy. For short range with cannons, I'll either get a junk bow or wasp. If you like machine guns a lot, either get a Factor, Defender, or if you are like at playing at longer ranges, a Repair. If you like shotguns, either get a junk bow or a sledgehammer. Really, like junk bow is a really great weapon. I can definitely advise that quite a lot. And after you get like 8 to 10 energy worth of these rare weapons, you probably want to start a look at cabins again. So a few cabins that I can advise quite a bit is the Jawbreaker right here. It has a high amount of health and quite a high amount of tonnage, and it has 10 energy. If you want to get a lot of energy, otherwise you got the Gruul at 11 energy, but not really that great health or mass. So you're similar towards similar to the Gruul in terms of mass and etc. But again, you got like that very high energy and a very high speed. So that's for mainly short range users. Jawbreakers for a bit for the longer range users. And if you want something all around, you probably go for either the Bat or the Wyvern. Again, 10 energy, but they're both faster than the Jawbreaker, um, and play similar to the Huntsman cabin overall. After you get that set of items, I'll probably take a look at modules relating to your uh, weapons. So if you got cannons, the first thing I would say, get an ammo pack or two. That's really, really important. And for machine guns, I would get like one improved radiator and one of those weapon coolers right here. Bit hard to show you guys because they're all grayed out. And if you're playing shotguns, a chameleon is also advised. But before you after you get the weapons, after that, the first thing before you actually get a cabin, I would say get a fuel tank because that increases your income. But you still have to like find a place for it in the build, of course. Or there are some options for like engines to improve your speed of your ride, or like better radars or whatnot, but that's not really necessary, really. Like until you get really far and you know what you're doing, I would say just don't touch that stuff. That's not really needed, guys. So you do get like upgraded wheels in rare rarity, but since this is a beginner guide, I will not cover that because that's already for like quite far. With medium wheels, you can get really, really far. I actually use medium wheels on my non-promotional account still, so they're really like good all-around wheels, and well, they're cheap. Get a pile of them and get to work. And just an overall tip when you want to earn coins and get that stuff, you got the day's challenges. You can get up to 3 normal challenges, which reward 200 scrap metal for completing them. And these 200 scrap metal do not account for the maximum 2800 from the battle. You get one of these a day with a cap of 3, as you can see here, and you can either have to do like things in raids or missions, and often you have to use a weapon, use a certain weapon, or and like just either complete so many missions or win so many missions or raids or destroy so many players or what's not. If you do not like a mission, you can reset one every single day by clicking that top right button. Also, these two right here. Gold Rush is a daily bonus, which every day, if you got 120 minutes online, which so basically translates in 2 hours, you get this crate, which you can either sell or like try to get a part out of it. You can either get a common part or a untradeable rare part, so that's a random rare that you cannot trade, or like 20 coins. But I often advise just selling these crates because more than not you just get a common part of it and it's not worth that common part. If you go, and this is a weekly version, if you spend 14 hours in the week in the game, like in this game a week, so again like 2 hours a day, you can get this crate, and it basically relates into a rare item. So if you sell this one, Wasteland Gold, I think you can just like that's actually great. So I would have to check. I think you can sell this one if I'm not mistaken. And ooh, I see I'm at common and guns. Wasteland. Actually, miners containers. Oops. Miner. There you go. If you get that, you can just like sell it for 30 coins. Or you can either like take one of the random rares inside of it, or so like you cannot decide which rare that will be, but you can just get a random rare, or you can sell it for 30 coins, and just with a little bit of extra coins, you can get a rare of your choosing. And note that the ones from the crate cannot be traded on the market, and if you sell the crate and buy it, you can still sell it in the market if you were not to like it. So for example, like this gun right here, it says not for sale. You cannot, like, I cannot trade this thing on the market because, well, I got it from a random crate. So yeah, that pretty much covers this episode, and hope you guys enjoyed. And the next one will actually be covering in-game skills that I can advise and some settings that I can advise as well. So hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you guys all later. Bye guys.